Kenya is known to have 93% of its grid as renewable energy. And yet the president said that by 2030, he would like us to get to 100% on the grid as renewable energy. It's a great challenge for Kenyans, and it's great to see that there are also young people who are already in that space and have been working in that space and are seeking to engage a lot more young people in that renewable energy space. My name is Sellah Bogonko, co-founder and CEO, Jacob's Ladder Africa, and this is Green Jobs Africa. So, Simiyu Paul Mabonga, karibu sana. It's great to have you on the show.
Asante sana.
Awesome. So we'll start with getting to know you as a person. On this show, we've already seen what you do as an organization, and I think you're doing a lot more than what we covered. So I'd love to get to hear a lot more of the other services that you offer. You are the co-founder of Sentimental, right?
Yeah, sure.
And you seem to have had the technical training, but also the other kinds of training like customer care and the other soft skills that you're talking about. So speak to us about the importance of that from someone who was coming out of university, worked a bit elsewhere, and then started his own organization. What was that journey like? And what is that journey like from an entrepreneurship perspective?
Entrepreneurship, innovation have a link towards society requirements. Now, as a country, we have grown up in a space where electricity access to majority, especially during our times, was a privileged identity. Fast forward, the reliability part of that particular supply was also a bit of a problem. Having studied engineering and having understood different sources of electricity the country has at its disposal, we set out to discover how we can be able to harness the potential of what we have from the sun, which this country has in plenty. So coming down to a case where we have a country that at times was facing frequent blackouts, a country that continuously, even up to now, faces a lot of power costs in terms of power increments, in terms of electricity access, coverage of the power. As much as we are very proud that in the East African region, we could be leading in terms of electricity coverage to about 85% right now, with the last mile connectivity running up towards bringing it up to 100%. The quality and the affordability part of this particular distribution aspect is still a challenge. So
is that what inspired you to go into the entrepreneurship journey?
Yeah, basically because when you set out to interact with the environment, you identify a problem.
Yeah.
And the problem is power access and the cost of power access. So when we looked into the aspect of these particular two challenges and what particular resources we could be able to help and to have and to harness to access and bridge that particular gap, that's when you realized we can be able to do that using solar.
So how did you start? Like what product did you start with? This was in 2012, right?
Yeah, so before that, of course, as I mentioned earlier, I just graduated from the university in 2010. Knowledge, theoretical capacity and the real industry requirements are slightly different. So I had to begin by getting employed, working in an already existing setup in the country so that we can be able to gain the required skills, understand the available technology, skills and capacity so that we can be able to offer the solutions we do. So I started off my career as a graduate engineer at East Africa, then later joined Chloride Exide, which was the leading powerhouse of solar at that time. We worked with them, and with that one, we were able to craft a couple of power solutions in the country using water heating systems,